On YouTube, welcome to a new series on the Point After podcast. This is a Madden 21 NFL franchise rebuild, if you will. So it's gonna, obviously it's gonna be on Madden, and things are gonna be somewhat unrealistic, but at the same time, I want to try to make this as realistic as possible. So today we've got the Carolina Panthers. That's who we're gonna attempt to rebuild here. Starting with negotiations, we got 18 different players that we could re-sign. I've already looked. I'm not going to re-sign most of them.
Player card.
This guy I'm going to try to. Got him. Okay, Curtis Samuel is another guy I think that could be very big for us. So I'm going to sign him. Now my only problem is I'm going to franchise tag Curtis Samuel, and then maybe try to get Mike Davis to re-sign. He's not interested. Russell Okung would still be another good one too. Not interested. That's fine. And then this guy, probably the last guy I'd try to re-sign. Yeah. So that's one thing we're gonna struggle with now. I think I screwed up a little bit. I don't have the correct draft class on here, which is fine, but it'll just kind of throw off names a little bit, but basically I'll be drafting per position, and then where I'm drafting in the draft will be kind of the equivalent of who they would take in real life, if you will. So let's see here, 2020 retirements. I'll see if anybody. AQ Shipley, Drew Brees retired, Whitworth, Gostkowski, Rivers, Darren Fells. Okay, so a little bit realistic. AP retired, but we'll go ahead and get into the free agents. All right, so starting off with free agency, I think the biggest need for Carolina is the quarterback. Now, you have Jameis, Trubisky, Fitzpatrick, Dalton, Mullins. I don't think any of these guys are good. Now, obviously, Colin Kaepernick's on here, but you're not hearing much of him getting signed. I think he's more into social work now, if I'm not mistaken, doing what's good for the community and for the country. So I'm going to try to keep it, like I said, as realistic as possible. And realistically, we're looking at Jameis, Trubisky, or Fitzpatrick. I don't see them signing any of those guys. So we'll get to, we don't really need a running back. I mean, I guess we do because Mike Davis wouldn't re-sign. So, Marlon Mack would probably be the cheaper option. Kenyon Drake's not bad either. Le'Veon, Todd Gurley. I think in terms of cap space, I'll probably go Mark Ingram here. He will probably sign with us, especially if that's his only offer. Now I'm going to take a look at A-Rob would be nice, but that's going to cost a good ton of money. Godwin, Galladay, Corey Davis, Sammy Watkins, Antonio Brown, T.Y. Marvin Jones. I'm going to try Marvin. Again, this is all just basically cap space here. Something you guys have to remember is last year in the draft, they didn't take a single offensive player. So that's something to think about. Zach Ertz here, that would be huge. I don't really see it happening. Tanyan is also a free agent. I'll make him an offer too. Obviously they need a tight end. Left tackle would be Russell Okung, didn't re-sign, but he's also 32. We have none of those guys really are like go get them. So I'm just gonna probably wait for the draft for that. 66 left guard. Go Matt Fiedler. If he'll sign, we'll make an offer there. Center's alright. Guard, nobody. I'll take Span for cap space. Don't have the cap room anyway, so alright. Well, I'm going to fast forward and see who re-signed. Alright, we're back, and I just looked at the college players. I will have the actual 2021 draft class. So that's good, but we got Robert Tonyan accepted, so we have a tight end. We filled the left guard, got a wide receiver, got another tight end, and we got our backup running back. So now I don't even know if I have enough. I can sign maybe somebody. I'm really looking to see what we need defensively. maybe a middle linebacker. See if I might can sign Avery Williamson here. Don't have the salary room to cap that, so probably not. Reuben Foster would be a decent one. Don't have the cap space. Yeah, so chances are probably not going to be able to get another signee here, so I'm just going to go ahead and see him. Well, actually, see what trades we can make. I think in real life, I don't believe Carolina is going to stick with Teddy Bridgewater. So I was actually able to trade my round 1 draft pick 8 and Teddy to the Falcons for their 4th overall pick, which in my opinion is a good little trade there. I'm going to try to get another first round pick. And as far as other trades in the offseason, I don't really see me making any. Maybe some defensively. But if I can get a pick, you guys will see it. If not, I'll see you in the draft. I was able to finally get another draft pick. I got another first rounder. I traded my 2nd and my 3rd in Trey Boston for the Steelers' first round draft pick. So now it's time to try to hopefully get another, like a 2nd round pick next year maybe. But we'll see what I'm able to get here. Alright, so just finished another trade. I was able to get the Dolphins' second round pick in return for Curtis Samuel and my 7th. I traded Curtis Samuel because he was a pretty big cap hit. I think it was like $19 million somewhere in there, which kind of opens me up a little room for free agency. But nonetheless, I'm going to head to the draft and see what I can make happen. Alright, so we've made it finally to the NFL draft. I'm going to sim through picks kind of quickly here.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Okay, so Jaguars took Justin Fields, which in reality that's probably going to be Trevor Lawrence. So
now on the clock.
1-2 here, kind of about what we expected. Dolphins.
The Panthers are now
Gregory
on the
Rousseau.
clock.
Probably not what's going to happen in real life, but anyway, we're going to see what we got here. We got 19 and 30. That's 2 first rounders. That would give us 3. I'm kind of 21 and 25. I think I'm going to take that. What was that? Round 3? I really need a quarterback though. I'm going to go Buffalo just because I think at this point in the draft, I can make it kind of realistic of what's going to happen with Carolina and their quarterback situation. So I'm actually going to... Is there a way for me to see who all has been picked? I don't think so. Well, yeah, probably once I get inside here. Alright, so somehow Devontae Smith is still on the board, which is really, really damn tempting to take. Bateman's still there. Terrace Marshall. Running back wise, Travis Etienne, Najee Chuba, Javonte Williams, Amir White, Colin Hill. So a lot of good running backs still on the board too. Quarterbacks, what I'm more interested in, Zach Wilson, Kyle Trask, Mac Jones. I'm going to... Desmond Ridder, I know he's coming back. Brock Purdy's coming back, so I don't know how accurate all this is. But nonetheless, most of it is. I'm actually going to go ahead and take Devontae. Because imagine Carolina gets Devontae. That would be
Jaguars are now on the clock.
Pretty scary. Going to simulate to my next pick.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
This is pick 18. I think I still have more picks, honestly, too. What else do I have? I've got 30th and then 2 second. Okay. Quarterback here, I'm going to take Zach Wilson. Again, just to make it kind of realistic. He's not good on
the clock.
Madden or in this draft class for whatever reason, but I think Zach Wilson, Devontae Smith, and then I still have one more pick.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
I feel like I should have had one more. Anyway, alright. I had to take a minute to kind of figure out what I was doing as far as drafts. I thought I should have had 3 first rounders. Apparently I didn't. But anyway, my second round pick, I'm taking Asante Samuel. Again, I'm still, ignore what Madden says. I'm trying to keep it as realistic as possible here. I got another second round pick. that I'm going to use.
The
Probably
Panthers are now
offensive
on the
line.
clock.
Deontay Brown is still around. Yeah, Deontay Brown is still around. I think he would be a really, really good draft pick. So
The
and
Packers
they
are
rated
now
it
on
as
the
a
clock.
draft or a decent draft pick too. So nonetheless, I won't actually just send to the end of the draft because from beyond this point, it's kind of with Madden, it's unrealistic anyway. So I'll show the roster and who I think kind of fits in where. And then I may send the season, may not, we'll see. But again, as far as play overalls and all that, it won't be truly accurate. But yeah, nonetheless, so here is the final starting roster heading into the season. I've got Zach Wilson at quarterback, Christian McCaffrey, Mark Ingram, Robbie Anderson, Marvin Jones, DJ Moore, and Devontae Smith. Then you got Zach Ertz and Robert Tonyan. And then the O-line's a little sketch. I got Deontay Brown, though, so that's all right. That's a good young player. And then defensive-wise, despite taking absolutely nothing but future talent last season in the draft, we pick Asante Samuel. We got decent O-lineman, or decent D-lineman, sorry. DBs are all right. And then we got some vets at the linebacker position. So I think this, realistically, could put the Panthers in a position to compete in the NFC South. Are you beating the Buccaneers? No. Could you beat the Falcons? Possibly. Could you beat the Saints without Drew Brees? Possibly. So I think this gives them a decent shot, especially offense. I mean, you got McCaffrey, Zach Wilson, Marvin Jones, Mark Ingram, Devontae Smith, Zach Ertz. Pretty deadly. And Deontay Brown filling the void in the offensive line. He's not going to be a 67 overall. He's going to play a lot better than that. So nonetheless, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up. If you're here and you're not a Panthers fan, tell me what team you want me to do next. Maybe the Jets or Dolphins or somewhere like that. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. And see you guys tomorrow.